Should a college education be free? Now, should a college education be free? Obviously, lots of people are going to college, and more people are doing so than they did several decades ago. More people are graduating from college, and back then, the most common thing, and one of the rarest thing you could do a few decades ago, is get a high school diploma. The best thing you could have done was graduate middle school, but after that, there was not much more education. And then suddenly high school became free, and everyone literally went to high school, well, traditionally wise. Basically, high school was like college. If you got into high school, well, you got a way better job. But then everyone went to high school, and so the quality of getting those jobs, well, went down too. And then we realized that adults were, unless you're 18 years old, you're not considered an adult. And so technically, you didn't really profit anything from there. And then you went ahead and learned college education. College education went ahead and became the basis for lots of students as their goals for admirations. Obviously, you can go ahead and get several things. If you have a diploma from a pretty big institute of college, it's called Harvard or Yale or any of the Ivy Leagues, you got a one-way free ticket all the way to, well, several good jobs. Unless you are an art major, you will probably going to make an Asian dad proud. The debate, though, is since lots of people really want to go to college but can't because they're too expensive, should these colleges be free? Let's get this started with. Now, more students nowadays, according to the pros first point, would go to college. And if they go to colleges, they would get way better jobs. I mean, look at that happy face. This is the face that will get them a better job. And if they get better jobs, that means more cash. Alright, and now for the first point from the cons team. Now this guy says that students might not work as hard in schools if they were able to go ahead and go to college for free. Lots of high school students are dropouts because, well, they get it for free, and they don't really want to work hard for it because it's not their money. They're just doing it for free, according to them. Students might not work as hard if they go to colleges for free, and we kind of see that point in high schools. Alright, the second point of the pros team is that students wouldn't need to get a job to help pay for their tuition, meaning they can focus on their schoolwork more. Which means better grades! And who wouldn't want better grades? Alright, now for the second point of the cons team. Many students would still need to get those jobs though, mainly because they need to pay for the college materials such as textbooks or whatever thing your course and college requires you to have. Yes, there are possible ways to go ahead and get free versions, but unfortunately though, that is really hard to come by. And those free or cheaper ones, they're usually just second-hand materials. Alright then, so let's go ahead with the third point from this debate of the pros team. Now they say that a free college education would reduce stress for lots of students who always go ahead and worry about, oh, when can I pay for this? When can I pay for that? How do I pay for this? No, they don't have to worry about that anymore. They can just do next things too. Other things requiring their courses to do. Now the third point is that if college was free, the government would be the ones who pay for it. And well, they would be paying for the ones without financial aid needing to. Like, they would also be paying for the people who don't need financial aid. And then the fourth point here is that making colleges free would lower the student loan debt. Although this is not one of the, well, best things a person can do in their lives, this would take ahead a pretty big toll on their stress levels, which means that they would take out a big chunk out of their stress levels, meaning they will be less stressful, which is always a good thing for college students. Because, well, if you thought high school was torture, or college will be extreme torture for you. High school is nothing to college compared to college from what I've heard, and I do not want to find that out firsthand, so I will prepare for college really well. Now for the fourth point is that making college free requires raising taxes, and no one wants their taxes raised, do they? I mean, would you like having your $1 tax raised all the way to $5 of tax? That's like 5 times, and no one wants to pay more taxes. And then technically these guys would also be paying taxes too, because they will be getting work. And that's about it. What is your opinion on should college education be free? In my opinion, though, I think it should be like semi-free. It should be easier to get into college. At least they should take out the financial barrier. For the ones that need financial aid, well, just give the whole lot to them. But if they can afford to go to college and still live with a pretty good life, well then, no free college for them. Which is technically the system we have right now. Well, that's about it. That is the end of today's episode, and that is the end of today's debate. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope to see you guys soon. Until next time, 小哈now, peace. Bye bye.